In the field, we have Cuna in lane number 1. Buell has lane 2. Payette in 3. In 4, St. Mary's. 5th lane is Salmon. Bonners Ferry in 6. Snake River in 7. And in lane number 8, it is going to be Jerome. This could be a fast track in the 4x200 meter or 800 meter relay in the A2 division.
Inside track is Cuna, Travis Shields. And the first exchange here, and it's still Salmon. Russ Miller pulling out away and down the straightaway, and coming up in lane 8, it's Jerome. Ryan Schwager. So it's Salmon and Jerome. Buell coming off in 3rd place. And running away from the field is Salmon. And that's John Stevenson running the 3rd leg. Jerome is in 2nd. Here comes Payette back to Verna. And Payette now takes over 2nd place. Salmon and Payette, here they come. Brian Parnell anchoring for the Payette Pirates. And it's a race. Salmon's David Parkinson. Here they come. Down the straightaway. The Payette Pirates and Salmon. And it's Payette Parkinson with a flank lead going to the break. And it's Payette. Salmon in 7th place, followed by St. Mary's.
And in the finals of the boys' 800-meter relay, it was Payette coming out in 1st place, Salmon 2nd, St. Mary's in 3rd. Jerome showed fine at 4th. And there was a tie for 5th between Bonners Ferry and Cuna. Now, the speedster race. It's coming up, and it should be a dandy, folks, as it is the boys' 100-meter dash. And it could be quick, especially when the Magic Valley has people like Schwartz and Gorley of Jerome. Let's take a look at the lane assignments right now for the A2 100-meter dash finals. In lane number 1, Jody Cox of Cuna, John Gorley of Jerome in 2, Thane Bunn of Bear Lake in 3. 4th lane, we'll have Todd Appleman of Salmon. 5th lane, Alan Schwartz of Wood River. Jeff Lang of Wallace in 6, Bill Dianda of St. Mary's in 7, and Donnie Skaggs of Middleton will be in lane number 8. This the finals of the A2 boys dash.
4th place, Thane Bunn of Bear Lake.
A2 in the state of Idaho, John Gorley of Jerome putting in a time of 11.06 is your new state champion in the 100-meter. Coming in 2nd, Todd Appleman of Salmon. Alan Schwartz nails down 3rd. Thane Bunn of Bear Lake and comes in 4th. Donnie Skaggs of Middleton 5th. And in 6th place, Jeff Lang of Wallace. Our next event will be the girls' 800-meter run. Let's take a look at the field right now. In lane 1, it is going to be Shelley Sperry of Wallace along with Joy Wagger of Wallace. Michelle Brown from Shelley and Joanna Quillers of Emmett are in lane number 2. In 3, it's going to be Melissa Spencer of Orfino and Tracy Josie of Cuna. In lane number 4, Sherry Dana of Jerome, along with Kelly Frazier of Salmon. In lane number 5, Jennifer Panko of Emmett and Molly Schumacher of Bonners Ferry. Karen Packham of Cuna and Leslie Barron of Marsh Valley will be in lane number 6. In lane 7, Nikki Mather of Preston, along with Charlotte Garrison of Jerome. In lane number 8, Liz Krupchek of Bear Lake and Juanita Jacobson of Snake River. That's your lineup for the girls' 800-meter run in Class A2.
And now it's Karen Packham moving in to take over the lead. Turning it on. Melissa Spencer Spencer Orovino in third place. And making a charge. Shelley Sperry of Wallace in second place, but there's Karen Packett, last year's state champion, with a chance to break her own record here this afternoon of 2:18:29. Melissa Spencer of Orovino down in second place. Here comes Karen Packett making a turn and down the straightaway. Spencer of Orovino in second. Here comes Karen Packett of Cuna. Orovino in second place. Jerome now in third. That's Charlotte Garrison of Jerome. And Joanna Carruthers of Emmett now in to challenge for third place. And the unofficial time would indicate now receiving awards.
And in the girls' 800-meter run, it was Karen Packham of Cuna with a 2-minute 17.45 second time, which is a state record. Karen Packham of Cuna finishing in the #1 spot. Coming in second, Melissa Spencer of Orfino. Jonah Carruthers of Emmett is in third. Charlotte Garrison of Jerome fourth. Fifth, Kelly Frazier of Salmon. And in sixth, Shelley Sperry of Wallace. Right now, before our next running event, which will be the boys' 800-meter run, let's trip on over and find out what happened in one of the field events that were held earlier in the discus. It was won by Lisa Hibbert of Snake River with a toss of 121 feet 2 inches. Second was Lisa Watkins of Cuna. Tanya Vogel of Jerome finished third. Mona Harrison of Orfino fourth. Kim Schmacher of Bishop Kelly fifth. And Christy Handley of Bishop Kelly took sixth. Now, the lane assignments for the boys' 800-meter run. In lane number 1, Mike Gardner of American Falls and Rick Brown of Kellogg. In lane number 2, Rodney Fuller of Snake River and Rick Dare of Wallace. In lane number 3, Brad Duke of Salmon, along with Chad Hansen of Soda Springs. In lane number 4, Darren Chandler of Marsh Valley, along with David Yurb of Buell. And I probably said that wrong. I'm sorry, David. But anyway, in lane number 5, Ben Tomachak of Salmon, along with Chad Forey of Cuna. Mark Allen of Payette, along with Troy Ness of Jerome, are in lane number 6. And in lane number 7, Sheldon McLean of Kellogg and Tim Holton of Valley View. In lane number 8, John Miller of Wallace, along with Kay Mixk out of Weiser. That's your lineup for the boys' 800-meter run here in the state finals of A2 classification, the boys' 800-meter.
Receiving their awards, Jack Andrew Earls, 100 meters, Soda Springs down in the lead. In 6th place, Lori Perez of Cuna. 5th place, Andy Hyland of Salmon. 4th place, Becky Cole, Middleton. 3rd place, Corrine Robinson of Cuna. 2nd place, Amy Engelberg, Wood Ribbon. And your 1987 state champion from Weiser with a time of 12.67 seconds, Michelle Finsky. And here they come with 110 meters to go. It's Ness of Jerome in second now, going to the outside to make a bid. And it's going to be a finish. Here comes Cuna, Chad Forey, and it's going to be a race to the wire for first place. It will be a photo finish.
Let's take a look at the finals now in the boys' A2 800-meter run. And in first place, it was Chad Forey of Cuna with a time of 2 minutes, 2 seconds. In second, Tim Holton of Valley View. In third, Mike Gardner of American Falls. Troy Ness of Jerome finished fourth. And John Miller of Wallace in fifth. And Ben Tomchak of Salmon was in sixth place. Right now in the boys' field events, let's take a look at the shot put, where the state champion is Tony Williams of Kellogg with a toss of 50 feet, 11.5 inches. Coming in second, Steve Traverso of Bishop Kelly. Third, Eric Nielsen of Salmon. Fourth place went to Devon Crouch of Priest River. Fifth, Travis Bybee of Buell. And sixth place to Josh Joseph of Bonners Ferry.
When my wife needed a new car, she wanted certain things: economy, reliability, ease of handling, and sporty good looks. So I leased her a new Nissan at Westland Motors. It didn't take much money to start, and she got a lot more car than she expected. I'm happy because my lease payments are about $60 a month less than if I would have bought the car. And besides, I figure if it's my money, I'll let someone else take the depreciation, and I'll put my money into something that grows. Like this. Lease now at Westland Motors. What a place.
At Collins & Sons in Kimberly, we know through 30 years of experience that your success is our success. And with spring here, it's time for us to work together for better yields. Higher yields demand a balanced fertilizer program. As an authorized ortho distributor and home of the Ortho Unipel, Collins & Sons are ready to serve your needs with dry or liquid fertilizers. Healthy crops will produce a larger profit by using the right nutrient balance. We're here to assist you in getting the most value from your fertilizer program. The employees of Amalgamated Sugar want to take this time to say how proud they are of the Magic Valley and the Valley's youth. In athletics, it takes teamwork. The same is true about plant operations in Twin Falls. Their research center works hand in hand with Idaho's growers to be able to deliver top-quality white satin sugar. The employees of Amalgamated Sugar salute the Magic Valley and its youth and remind you, buy Idaho, buy white satin sugar. Fathers like to cook too, and Kitchen Magic has a store full of selective gifts for father. Shop over the entire store for gift ideas like barbecue tools, cutlery, aprons, chef hats, and so much more that is guaranteed to please Dad. And remember that Kitchen Magic has a bridal registry for the upcoming summer weddings, and many specialty items for the new bride. Give a gift that won't be duplicated by somebody else at the wedding. Shop Kitchen Magic for all of your cooking needs. Downtown in the heart of Twin Falls.
Our next running event is going to be the girls' 4x100 meter relay, or if you prefer, the 400 meter relay. In the girls, the lane assignments are: in lane number 1, it is Emmett. In lane number 2, Bear Lake. Cuna's in 3, Jerome is in 4. In the 5th lane, it is Salmon. 6th lane, Wood River. Kellogg in 7. And in lane number 8, it is going to be the Buell Indians. In this, the 400 meter relay in A2 classification from Boise State University.
The third lane. Here comes lane 1. This is Emmett. Emmett Husky now making the challenge. And it's going to be a close one to the wire. The Emmett Huskies and the Cuna Kids, and here they come, and it's Emmett, and they're Blevin. It's Blevin for the Emmett Huskies. Cuna, followed by Wood River in third, and Buell moving up to take fourth, and all the way, Emmett Huskies, 1987 champions in the girls' 4.
The 400 meter relay is history now in the A2 classification. And taking a look at the results, Emmett took first place with a time of 59.82. Cuna came in second, Wood River third, Buell came in fourth, Kellogg fifth, and Salmon nails down the sixth spot. Let's take a look at the lane assignments now coming up for the boys 4x100 meter relay. And in the field, we should have Marsh Valley in lane number 1. Wood River goes in lane 2. Jerome has 3, Kellogg 4. In the 5th lane, it'll be Wallace. 6th lane, Shelley. Payette in 7. And in the last lane, or lane number 8, it is St. Mary's. In this, the boys 4x100 meter relay.
It's a good start, and they're off and running. And it's Jerome in lane number 3, running a strong first leg for Jerome is Clark Rongether. And a good exchange. And St. Mary's in lane number 8. And with the final exchange, it's Jerome. And here comes Wallace. Jerome, Wallace, and Wood River. And it's Wood River taking over second, but the winner will be Wood River. Jerome.
And there it is, folks. The Jerome Tigers have it their way as Jerome is the state champions in the 4x100 relay. Coming in first for Jerome, it was Clark Baumgartner, Dan Carter, Ryan Schwager, and John Gourlay with a time of 43.94 seconds. Wood River takes second, Wallace third, St. Mary's in fourth, Payette fifth, and Kellogg is sixth. Now let's take a moment to take a look at some more of the field events in the A2. Let's go to the girls' field events. And in the long jump in the A2, we have a state champion from Buell in Nancy Stevens in the girls' long jump with a jump of 17 feet, 1.5 inches. Coming in second, Margaret Knapp of Preston, Third, Sandy Rowland of American Falls. Stacy Fulton of Kellogg fourth. In fifth, Laura Cecil of Jerome. And Janie Amson of Cuna places sixth. Right now, our next running event is going to be the girls' 400-meter run. Now, this is one of the toughest races there is to run, and we'll take a look at the lane assignments for it. By the way, you are watching this from Boise State University, and on a delayed basis, we hope that you are enjoying the program. We tried to get as many of the Magic Valley students on film as we could, and I know that sometimes we weren't able to get all of them, but we hope that we got most of them. The lane assignments for the 400-meter dash for the A2 girls. In lane number 1, Rhonda Roberts of Weiser, Bonnie Baker of Cuna in 2, Lynette Easton of Buell in lane 3, Jennifer Terra of Wood River in 4, Becky Coe of Middleton in 5, Angie Bloom of South Fremont in 6. In 7, it is Brenda Candom of Bonners Ferry, and in lane number 8, Kelly Williams of Lakeland. It is the girls' finals for the 400-meter dash.
In the first 100 meters, Rhonda Roberts of Weiser running well in lane number 1. On the outside is Kelly Williams of Lakeland, but looking strong down the backstretch. It's Becky Coe of Middleton. Brenda Cadnam, Bonners Ferry, holding down the second spot as they go into the turn with about 200 meters to go. It's Becky Coe, the Middleton Vikings, taking command of the race. Out in lane number 8, it's Kelly Williams of Lakeland in second. Brenda Cadnam of Bonners Ferry in third. And moving up for fourth, it's Wood River's Jennifer Terra. Here they come. It's Becky Coe all the way. And here comes Jennifer Terra of Wood River in second place. But Becky Coe will win it for the Middleton Vikings. And it's Terra of Wood River in second, and Cuna's Bonnie Baker in third.
And that's the 400-meter dash as we take a look at the final results on the 400 in the A2 classification. Becky Coe of Middleton is the state champion with a time of 59.93. Jennifer Terra of Wood River in second. Brenda Cadnam of Bonners Ferry third. In fourth, Angie Bloom of South Fremont. Fifth went to Bonnie Baker of Cuna. And Lynette Easton of Buell takes the sixth place medal. The next event for the track meet is going to be the boys' 400-meter dash. And again, this could be a fast field. Let's take a look at the lane assignments real quickly. In lane number 1, Eric Mon of Soda Springs. Paul Hancock of Jerome is in 2. Bill Seward of Wallace in 3. In lane number 4, Russ Miller of Salmon. Aaron Baker of Wood River in 5. Pat Yeager of Payette in 6. In 7th lane, Shane Jansen of Middleton. And in lane number 8, it is Ron McDonald of Bonners Ferry. And this, the boys' A2 400-meter dash finals.
Moving up. And it's still Shane Jansen with the lead, but it's closer now. Pat Yeager and Shane Jansen, and here comes Hancock. Russ Miller now making a charge, and out of the turn and down the stretch. It's Russ Miller of Salmon, but here comes Paul Hancock of Jerome. It's Miller and Hancock. Miller and Hancock, 1 and 2.
400-meter run. It was Russ Miller of Salmon winning with 50.77. That's your new state champion. But coming in second, Paul Hancock of Jerome. Third went to Phil Seward of Wallace, Pat Yeager of Payette in fourth, Shane Jansen in fifth, and Ron McDonald of Bonners Ferry takes the sixth place spot. Let's take a look right now at another field event for the A2, and it's going to be the discus. And in the discus, in A2, Eric Nielsen of Salmon placed first with a throw of 157 feet. Second went to Tony Williams of Kellogg. Todd Brooking of Bonners Ferry was third. James Hornecker of Bishop Kelly in fourth. Kevin Pedro of Jerome in fifth. And in sixth, Jeb Jansen of Middleton. Coming up right now, we have the girls' 300 hurdles. And they did not give us lane assignments, but we can tell you who is in the field. But as far as where in the field, we're really not sure until the race starts out. In the girls' 300 hurdles, it is going to be Kathy Howard of Emmett, Carla Urena of Kellogg, Laura Cecil of Jerome's in the field, Stephanie Kane of Cuna, Brianna Steinbrucker of Orfino, and Michelle Jess of Valley View, all in the girls' 300 hurdles. And we'll go to our track announcer for the call of that race.
It's a good start, and it's Virginia out for Kellogg very quickly, and also in second place is Kathy Howard of Emmett, and it's now Howard of Emmett with the lead. It's still Howard and Sarah Hughes of Kellogg, or check that from Kellogg, Carla Virginia. Virginia of Kellogg making the turn and heading down the straightaway. Virginia and Emmett Howard in second place, and Cecil of Jerome in third, and Kane of Cuna in fourth. And the race for the last hurdle into the tape, and it's going to be Emmett Kathy Howard edging out her girls. 1987.
That 300 hurdles is quite a race. Here's the finals of the 300-meter hurdles in the A2 girls division. And here's how it stacks up as Kathy Howard of Emmett is the state champion with a time of 46.14. Carla Urena of Kellogg is in second. Laura Cecil shows well by taking third, and she's out of Jerome. Fourth went to Stephanie Kane of Cuna. Brianna Steinbrucker of Orfino finishes fifth. And in sixth, it was Michelle Jeffs of Valley View. Our next event will be the girls' medley relay. And the lineup for that race includes Wallace in lane number 1. In lane 2, Orfino. Emmett's in 3, Salmon in 4. Fifth lane goes to Middleton. Cuna in 6, Buell in 7. And Marsh Valley rounds out the group in lane number 8. And this, the finals of the A2 Girls Medley Relay.
A2 Girls Medley Relays. And running strong in lane number 5, the Middleton New Vikings. Running the first leg for the Vikings, Holly Martin. And the handoff. And right now, the Emmett Huskies have taken lead. The Vikings with a bad handoff. The Huskies and the Cuna Cavemen now. That's Lori Perez of Cuna running the second leg. And it's the Emmett Huskies coming off the turn. And Cuna in second place. Buell is in third place, and here comes down the straightaway. It's the Emmett Huskies. Heather Blevins running a strong leg for the Emmett Huskies, and for Cuna, Jane Hampson. It's Emmett and Cuna and Buell. 1, 2, 3. Karen Packham will be anchoring for the Cuna Cavemen, but off and running in the fourth and final leg. The Emmett Huskies with a big lead, but Karen Packham, your 800-meter champion, in second place. And moving up, Buell Lynette Easton is in third. Salmon Stacey Taylor is now in fourth place. The Middleton Vikings in fifth place. But it's the Emmett Huskies still holding on rounding into the turn with about 100 meters to go. The Emmett Huskies. With Danny Smith down the straightaway. Here comes Aaron Packham making a charge. And Mule from that Easton, but they'll not catch the Emmett Huskies with Danny Smith. And the winner of the medley relay, Emmett, with Cunick in second. Mule will be third, and the race for fourth, and it will be...
And the finals in the girls' medley relay. It was Emma taking first place. Cuna came in second. Buell pushed for third. Middleton in fourth. Fifth went to Wallace, and Salmon gets sixth. Now let's go to the boys' idea of a medley relay. And here's the lane assignments right now. In the A2 boys medley relay, in lane number 1, it's going to be Cuna. Payette's in second. Salmon is in the third lane. In the fourth lane, right the middle of the track, in a good lane is Jerome. Fifth, the lane will go to Wallace. American Falls in sixth. In the seventh lane, Valley View, and Buell will run in lane number 8 in this, the medley relay finals for the A2 boys.
Into the exchange now, the 200. It will be the Payette Pirates with the exchange, along with the Jerome Tigers. And it is Jerome, and here comes Valley View and Buell around the turn. It's Jerome. In lane number 5, it's Wallace. And Buell. And it will be Jerome now going into the 400 meters. And that will be Scott Burton running the 400 meters for Jerome. Buell is now moving into second spot. Michael Cooper running the 400 meters for Buell. Wallace now moving into third spot ahead of Cuna. Around the turn, it's still Jerome, Scott Burton. And down the straightaway, Burton and Jerome with the lead, and here comes Wallace is still third. And here comes Valley View and Cuna. Jerome with the lead going into the last 800 meters. And it will be a tight one for second. Who comes out of that? That's Valley View. And receiving their awards. 882 girls 4x100-meter relay. Sixth place, Salmon. Fifth place, Kellogg. Fourth place, Buell. Third place, Wood River. Second place, Cuna. And your 1987 state champions from Emmett with a time of 50.82 seconds, Heather White, Kathy Howard, Benita Walker, and Heather Blevins. And with about 400 meters to go, it's still Troy Ness. Randy Brothers and Cuna running the final leg now for the Cuna Cavemen, and it's Buell's Rob Sparks. 400 meters to go. It's Jerome, Cuna, Buell. Looks like Wallace and Valley View and Randy Brothers. Down from Cuna, trying to close the gap, going down the backstretch for the Cuna Cavemen, and he's making a bid for it down the backstretch. And it's Randy Brothers of Cuna taking the lead with about 200 meters to go. Cuna's Randy Brothers has taken the lead going into the turn. Cuna, and it's Jerome and Buell. Wallace, Payette, and Valley View around the turn with 100 meters to go. Randy Brothers of Cuna now opening up the lead down the straightaway. Here comes Buell. Rob Sparks now, and he picks up second place for Buell, but they'll not pass Randy Brothers of Cuna. Cuna will win it. Buell will be in second. Jerome in third. The Payette Pirates will be in fourth. The race is for...
Old Drive-In, formerly A&W, is now under new owners. Ben and Ernie would like to invite you in for their $2 breakfast. 2 hotcakes, 2 eggs, and 2 strips of bacon. Frosty them up.
Our next race will be the girls' 200-meter dash. Again, lane assignments were not provided to the media personnel in time for the race, but we can tell you basically who is in that race. People like Andy Pellant of Salmon, Christian Butler out of Wood River, and Michelle Fensky out of Weiser, Nancy Stevens out of Buell, and Corey Robinson out of Cuna. Here we go with the running of the A2 girls 200-meter dash.
Here comes Stevens of Buell, and closing the gap, Corey Robinson of Cuna. But it's going to be right to the finish line, and it's Michelle Fensky.
And the finals of the girls' 200-meter dash are history, as Michelle Fensky of Weiser takes it with a 26.04 clocking. In second place with a good showing, though, Nancy Stevens of Buell. In third, Corey Robinson of Cuba. Cuba. That says Cuna. And in fourth, Becky Coe of Middleton. Andy Pellant of Salmon in fifth. And Christian Butler of Wood River in sixth place. Now it's time to take a look at the lineups for the boys 200. And again, I don't know why, but this they did not give us lane assignments, but we can tell you who is in the race. Look for John Gorley, who's already won at the 100-meter dash. It's going to be Todd Appleman of Salmon, Donnie Skaggs of Middleton, along with Paul Hancock of Jerome, Marsh Valley's Larry Davis, and Jeff Lang out of Wallace. And this, the running of the finals of the A2 boys 200-meter dash.
John Gurley of Jerome, round the turn, Skaggs taken in third, and it's Gurley of Jerome and Appleman of Salmon, shoulder to shoulder, and it's Todd Appleman with the slight edge, heading for the tape. Appleman, Gurley, and a close one for third, Skaggs in line of Wallace.
And it's history, folks. The 200-meter dash is over, and Todd Appleman of Salmon is the winner with a time of 22.27. But John Gorley of Jerome comes in a close second. Third was Donnie Skaggs of Middleton, Jeff Lang of Wallace in fourth, Larry Davis of Marsh Valley in fifth, and Paul Hancock of Jerome gets the sixth place nod. And the 200-meter dash, it was a speedy one. Let's take a look at our next event, and it's going to be the girls' 1,600-meter run. And in the field for the girls' 1,600-meter run, we have 16 athletes, and let's give you their lane assignments right now. In lane number 1, it's going to be Jody Schmidt of Lakeland along with Jenny Bering of Bear Lake. In lane number 2, Jessica Bell of Marsh Valley and Nikki Mather of Preston. In lane number 3, Teresa Polson of American Falls along with Joy Wager of Wallace. In lane number 4, Jocelyn Housley of South Fremont and Corey Boyd of Kellogg. Molly Schumacher of Bonners Ferry and Kelly Frazier of Salmon in lane number 5, while Amy Jost of Bishop Kelly and Solana Ferguson of Cuna take lane 6. In lane number 7, Sherry Thresher of Wood River, along with Mary McCoy of Emmett. And in the final lane, lane number 8, it is Tammy Brothers of Cuna, along with Laura Jensen of Jerome. The record time on this race is held by Ellen Lyons of Bishop Kelly with 5 minutes, 8.46 seconds set in 1980. Here we go with the running of the girls' 1,600-meter run.
Jerome and Cuna 1-2 in the 1,600-meter run for the A2 girls, 3 laps to go. McCoy of Emmett now moving into 4th place. With the winners in the girls' 300-meter hurdles and the boys' 300-meter hurdles, please report to the awards area. And opening up the bigger lead now, 10-meter lead, is Laura Jensen of Jerome. Brothers in second place. And Kelly Frazier from Salmon in third. And the pack is bunched for fourth place. But it's Laura Jensen of Jerome increasing the lead now over the field. 850 meters to go. McCoy of Emmett is in fourth spot. Now receiving their awards, A2 boys shot in third place now to Joy Wager of Wallace. Right behind Tammy Carruthers of Juning in second spot, but your leader, Laura Jensen, down the backstretch. Joss Joseph of Bonner's Ferry. Fifth place, Travis Fivey of Buell. Fourth place, Devin Crouch of Priest River. Third place, Eric Nielsen of Salmon. Second place, Steve Terveroso of Bishop Kelly. And your 1987 state champion from Kellogg with a foot of 50 feet, 11 1 1/2 inches, Tony Williams. Here's your leader, Laura Jensen of Jerome. About 500 meters to go, then she'll be coming into the bell lap. Tammy Carruthers of Juna in second place. And Joy Wager of Wallace. Sherry Thresher of Wood River now moves into fourth spot. McCoy of Emmett is in sixth. And down the backstretch, it's Laura Jensen of Jerome. Tammy Brothers a distant second. Joy Wager is in third place for Wallace. And Molly Shoemaker of Bonner's Ferry moving up into fifth spot. With 100 meters to go, your 1987 1600-meter champion in Class A2 coming down the straightaway, Laura Jensen of Jerome. Tammy Brothers now heading down the straightaway from Juna. Joy Wager of Wallace now being challenged with Kelly Frazier of Salmon.
As you can see, folks, great news for the Magic Valley and especially the Jerome Tigers, as Laura Jensen of Jerome is the state champion in the 1600-meter run with a time of 5 minutes, 18.43 seconds. In second, Tammy Brothers of Cuna. Sherry Thresher of Wood River in third. Kelly Frazier of Salmon takes fourth. In fifth, Molly Schumacher of Bonner's Ferry. And sixth will go to Mary McCoy of Emmett. Again, Laura Jensen of Jerome, the state champion in the 1600-meter run. Now let's set the stage for you in the boys' 1600-meter run. In lane number one, it's going to be Danny Schaefer of Marsh Valley along with Jonathan Nielsen of Preston. Lane number two, Sonny DeLone of American Falls with Ryan Bateman of Bear Lake. In lane three, Pat Dickinson of Shelley and Rip Hedgewood of Bonner's Ferry. In lane number four, Chris Hasher of Weiser along with Jody White of Emmett. Lane number five has Scott Banassa of Bonner's Ferry along with Tony Salazar of Valley View. In lane six, Stan Ness of Jerome and Clint May of Salmon. In lane number seven, Charlie Moore of Valley View along with Glenn Levitt of Jerome. In lane number eight, Stuart Duncan of Priest River and Bill Schwartz of Kellogg. The state record in the boys' A2 1600 meters held by Dwayne West of Middleton with a time of 4 minutes 26.67 seconds in 1985. So let's have the running of the boys' 1,600-meter run.
In fourth place, Payette. In third place, the team from Jerome. In second place, the team from Buell. And your 1987 state champions with a time of 3:42.44, Travis Shields, Darren Snyder, Pete Gress, and Randy Brothers from CUNA. Moving up now to make a challenge, Bill Schwartz of Kellogg now moving into second spot to challenge Bear Lake's Ryan Bateman. Jerome is leading, but here comes Bill Schwartz now. And Charlie Moore of Valley View passes Bateman for third spot. Glenn Levitt of Jerome, now the leader, followed by Bill Schwartz of Kellogg. 800 meters to go down the backstretch. And it's Bill Schwartz of Kellogg who takes the lead over Glenn Levitt of Jerome, who is now fallen back to second. Jay Darrington to the scoring table, please. Jay Darrington. Clint May of Salmon moves into third spot. Charlie Moore of Valley View is in fourth. Levitt now in fifth place. Here's your leader now, Bill Schwartz of Kellogg. Bill Schwartz of Kellogg is your leader, and the bell lap is coming up. And there's the bell lap, and Bill Schwartz kicks it into high gear from Kellogg. He was saving a little bit. It's still Glenn Levitt back in second. Clint May of Salmon making the run now for second place. And your leader still Bill Schwartz of Kellogg. Charlie Moore now making a bid down the backstretch. Challenge now for third place. It's Charlie Moore of Valley View moving into third. And now catching up to second, it's Charlie Moore of Valley View. But Bill Schwartz, your leader from Kellogg. Around the turn with 120 meters to go. Here comes Charlie Moore of Valley View. It's Levitt of Jerome in fourth, but your leader and the winner will be Bill Schwartz of Kellogg. Charlie Moore of the Valley View Falcons will be second place. Clint May of Salmon will take off third, and Jerome Levitt is in fourth.
Around the corner there's a store with everything you need.
Our next event is the girls' 4x400 relay, or better known as the 1,600-meter relay. Let's take a look at the field. In lane number 1, it's going to be Middleton. Troms in 2. Snake River in 3. In the 4th lane, Kellogg. Valley View will go in lane 5. Emmett in 6. Salmon in 7. And in lane number 8 is going to be the Wood River team for the A2 girls 1,600-meter relay.
Sonia Schleifer. But it's Valley View's Pugsley with the strong first leg, holding down first place, followed by Kellogg in second place. 110 meters to go. First leg. And here comes Kellogg. Sonia Schleifer of Kellogg now takes taking over from Pugsley of Valley View. So it's Kellogg and Valley View. Wood River now taking over in second spot, going into the second exchange. It's Kellogg and Wood River having a little trouble with the exchange at the baton, but it will be Wood River in second place. Emmett is in third, Valley View in fourth. Jerome now closing the gap. Sherry Dana running that leg and picking off the fourth spot. Trish Whittaker of the Middleton Vikings moving the Vikings into fifth spot. 150 meters to go. It is Kellogg's Curry in the second leg, running very strong. Here comes the Emmett Huskies. Benita Walker. Wood River is in second, and here comes the Huskies. But the leader is Kellogg. Middleton Vikings moving into fourth spot. At the third exchange now, it's Kellogg Stacy Fulton taking over. Wood River in second spot. Emmett is in third. Middleton is in fourth place. But Kellogg with a big lead down the backstretch. Third leg is Stacy Fulton. And running very well down the backstretch. And it's still Wood River's Christina Butler is in second spot. Emmett is in third. Valley View is now pulled back into fourth spot. And the Middleton Vikings coming on with Jerome. But it's all the Kellogg Wildcats as they come down the straightaway, heading into the final leg. Virginia will be anchoring for Kellogg. Virginia now gets the baton and a good exchange. Wood River in second. Emmett Huskies in third. The Middleton Vikings in fourth. Jerome is in fifth, and then Valley View. 300 meters to go. It's Kellogg, Wood River, Emmett, Middleton, Jerome, and Valley View. And they're not going to be catching Kellogg's Carla Virginia. Looking very strong with 150 meters to go. Making a charge is Wood River's Jennifer Terra. Jennifer Terra coming into the turn now. And here comes in the straightaway. This is Carla Virginia. Here comes Terra for Wood River, trying to make a charge at her. But it's going to be Kellogg winning the 4x400 meter relay. Wood River will get second. The Emmett Huskies will go down the third spot.
Kellogg is the winner in the 1,600-meter relay as it was Kellogg beating out number 2 Wood River. Emmett was third, Middleton fourth, Jerome comes in fifth, and Valley View takes the sixth slot. That's the girls' 4x400 relay, or better known as the 1,600-meter relay. The next and last event for the A2 is going to be the A2 boys relay in the 1,600. And let's take a look at the lane assignments right now. Bishop Kelly will be in lane number 1. Wood River takes 2. Cuna in 3rd. Marsh Valley in 4. Salmon has the 5th lane. Jerome has 6. Bonners Ferry in 7th. And in lane number 8, it's going to be Payette.
200 meters to go for the first exchange, and it's Jerome in first. Payette Pirates in second. Payette Pirates now. Bonnell running a strong lane for the Payette Pirates. In lane number 5, here comes Salmon. Salmon's Brad Abbott, and it will be Payette and Salmon. It will be Salmon going to the corner first. Salmon and Payette, 1-2. Ross Miller running the second leg for Salmon. Phil check that. That's Todd Goss, second leg for Fayette. And it's a tight one into the turn, but it's still the Fayette Pirates, Todd Goss, in first place. Salmon is in second. Here comes Cuna. Travis Shields running a strong leg for Cuna. It will be the Fayette Pirates now, followed by Salmon. Running the third leg for the Fayette Pirates, it will be Sean Close down the backstretch. And here comes Cuna. Chad Forey trying to catch up to Fayette Sean Close. It's Forey now for Cuna, closing the gap on Fayette's Close. Wood River now moves into the third spot. Bishop Kelly is in fourth. Salmon has dropped to fifth. Around the turn, 100 meters now to make the exchange, and here comes Chad Forey of Cuna to take the lead in the 4x400 meter relay. Chad Forey giving it everything he's got. Fayette is in second. Bishop Kelly has moved to third, followed by Wood River. And they're off and running. Fourth and final leg, and it's Cuna now. Roger Herman. Bill Rhodes of Fayette. Here comes Bishop Kelly. Dave Lundgren to make that charge at Cuna. It's going to be a close one. Bill Rhodes of Fayette running a strong leg for the Pirates going into the turn. And out of the turn, it's Cuna and Fayette. Here they come. And Cuna taking the lead. The Cuna defense. Fayette is in second. Bishop Kelly. It will be Cuna winning the championship. Fayette will get second, and the race will go at the wire.
And Cuna is the winner of the 1,600-meter relay. Coming in second, Fayette. Jerome takes third, Bishop Kelly fourth, Bonners Ferry fifth, and Marsh Valley takes sixth. That completes the A2 division in their track and field championships. But guess what, folks? I'll tell you, Jerome came close. The Jerome Gals, with 58 points, are second place, runner-up champions in the A2 division. Cuna beat them by 100 to 58. Cuna had 100, Jerome had 58, but Jerome will take home a beautiful trophy for the girls' team. And in the boys, Jerome also took second place. In the team standings, Salmon was the state champions as a team with 91 points, but Jerome had 70. They'll also take home a trophy. So some spectacular performances in the A2 division throughout the Magic Valley. And that'll wrap it up for the A1 and A2 divisions of the 70th Annual State High School Track and Field Championships. Rather than to cut some of the folks out of the program, we have decided to make another program on Tuesday at 6 p.m. when we'll be running the finals of the A3. Join us at that time at the Boise State University and the 70th Annual Track and Field Championships on K49AZ.
Around to showing you all about it coming up. Team title and the trip to Helper, Utah. The opportunity to take on Otero, Colorado. Well, how'd they do today? They won the opener, playing the doubleheader. Don Emery got the win. Johnny Nesmith hit his 11th homer of the year. That's a two-run shot. 3 of the Otero runs were earned as Emery pitched a pretty good game. Game 2, not so good. The Eagles were held to only 3 hits. Bill Moeller took the loss. Kendall Bennett goes to the hill tomorrow at noon. The winner advances on to the national tournament, which gets underway Saturday in Grand Junction, Colorado. Well, from Region 18 champs to the state A1 baseball champs. We didn't have enough time to tell you all about Saturday's big win by Twin Falls Bruins at 6. And the experts say that pitching and defense wins you championships. Well, that's easily what won the title for the Bruins. You could tell the difference between the two teams. Anything hit up the middle against Boise. It's a bit of an adventure for their Keystone combo as well as their pitcher. Twin Falls defense was just great. Solid defense, great pitching. Even the fans were able to get in there with some great defense. You bet. Fourth inning, they put the game away. Matt Rasmussen starts it with the single here. Joel Junn has a little trouble coming around third, but Boise was having some fun in the outfield. He managed to score anyway. Shane Cannell then comes up, and he's going to plate 2 runs as he gets a bloop single into left field, 2 score, and that makes it an 8-2 ball game. Yeah, the route was on, and he's going to score when the grounder by Barry Smith coming up right here gets booted, of course. That was about 5 errors in the inning for Boise, and that made it 9-2. Then another line error, and John Horner lined one up the middle for the final 2 runs of the inning. And then Bill Ingram's crew just let John Hayes take over, and he did the job. A happy bunch for Twin Falls. It's the first time in 16 years they've been to the title game, and Bill Ingram's got a pretty good nucleus coming back next year. He only loses 3 players off this squad, although one of them is John Hayes. Again, they did a heck of a job. Well, not as joyful an afternoon for the Bruin girls track team. Now, don't get me wrong, they did fine picking up second in the Class A1, but there was one special person who looked for something better, and now we're talking about Bruin senior Jenny Hanna. Now, she was hoping to end her career like last year, winning her races and the team winning, but she's got nothing to hang her head about. She had a 4th place finish in the 800, and having to run all the races she did, that was pretty good. Plus a meet record in the 1600 and second in the 4x400 relay. Still, she just couldn't help but feel a little bit sad. How come you're sad?
Because this is what I'm used to.
And both are hosting games this weekend. It's a chance for the home folks to give them a lot of support. Now, the next games will be on the road in Pocatello if they make it, the Milk Bowl 88. Jerome and Oakley both play at 1 on Saturday, and Jerome gets a chance for revenge against the team that knocked them out of the playoffs last year, Marsh Valley. Tiger football fans remember this